Coronavirus. It has dominated the news for the past few weeks and has swept across the world. As COVID-19 kills thousands of people across Eurasia and infects hundreds of thousands of people across the world, it should be noted that not many cases are actually being recorded on the African continent. This could be of three main reasons. 1. Africans, especially West and Central Africans, have dealt with so many viruses that their level of preparation for a novel virus would have been significantly higher than any other region. 2. Sub-Saharan Africa is unfortunately, or in this case fortunately, not as interconnected with other regions as the rest of the world is, which is probably why it is not spreading much within Africa. 3. Some African nations do not have the means to accurately monitor and test its traveling population when other concerns are more pressing at the moment. The third reason, unfortunately, is most likely the situation right now, though 1 and 2 are more than likely as well. This calls for the question that is the title of this video. Is coronavirus already in Somalia? And if so, how many cases are predictably in the country? To answer that question, a few things must be considered in chronological order on the COVID-19 timeline. 1. There must be an analysis of the types of international visitors that have arrived in Somalia within the past few months. 2. There must be an analysis of other issues that the Somali government has been dealing with in the past few months. 3. There must be an analysis on what efforts have been taken to gather information on the spread of the virus in the country. As for the first analysis, Somalia's tourism industry is negligible at the moment due to the perpetuation of an unstable situation there in Western media, with only diaspora residents traveling to the country. However, it is well known that Somalia is no stranger to foreign aid and diplomacy. From November 2019 to March 2020, Somali ambassadors have traveled to or had interactions with citizens of Italy, Turkey, Kenya, Ethiopia, China, Germany, the United States, Yemen, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, the United Arab Emirates, Comoros, Eritrea, Sweden, Pakistan, and Tanzania. Of those, the hardest hit nations by the virus are the countries highlighted in red. This doesn't necessarily suggest that the representatives of those countries actually have contracted the virus. Rather, it's a statistic that needs to be included in the prediction in the event that that were the case. As for the second analysis, there are three main issues the government is currently dealing with. 1. Democratic unrest in the Jubaland region. 2. Border disputes with Kenya. And 3. Locust swarms destroying food security. I will consider making separate videos of my opinions in each of those topics, but for now I will remain unbiased and not delve deeper into any of those issues. Those three issues are, in the government's eyes, more pressing than the issue of coronavirus due to the lack of evidence that coronavirus has made a significant impact on the African continent. In that regard, the assumption can be made that the government is not monitoring citizens who have traveled to at-risk locations within the past 4 months. The third analysis is to confirm this assumption. I've scoured news articles, media sources, and official government statements and cannot find any official press release except for a post made on Instagram by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, which stated that the Somali government stands in solidarity with the Chinese government in its combat against COVID-19. However, on the 16th of March, Somalia's government revealed via official press statement that a diaspora resident had brought coronavirus into the country, bringing the total confirmed cases in the country to 1 as of March 16th. According to the results of the analyses, there is a chance that hundreds of people in Somalia may have coronavirus due to infection from exposure to people who have visited high-risk areas around the world. However, there is a much higher chance that only a few Somali residents have it as of March 2020, due to the complete lack of evidence that there's a virus in the country. So while Somalia should prepare for it by restricting foreigner movements in the country just like other Western nations, which it has as of 16th of March, the people should be less worried and continue to live their daily lives in peace. My prediction, there will only be a handful of cases of corona in Somalia in March 2020.